Take me out to the ball game. Hey, y'all. Just got back from a baseball game. It was quite fun. Team lost like big time, but my food was good and there was fireworks after, and that is enough. So today should be a quick video because I am tired and it's late. Like my bedtime is 10:30 and it's like 10:35. So this is late for me. But today I'm going to be talking about why I chose marching band to be a key aspect of the Blue Light series. And honestly, it boils down to like, sounds corny, but like marching band chose them. um, in my debut novel, Blue Lights, the two main characters, Dante and Major, are drummers in their school's marching band. And this aspect of music and the persona of performing has a lot to do with their personality and a lot to do with the story itself. Just this idea of how a performer is constantly faking this persona that they want you to believe, and these boys are no different whether they are playing the drums or not. Some people question if I myself was in the marching band when I was in school, and the answer is no. No, I was not. And then when I say that, people who are currently in marching bands or have been in marching bands ask, how do I get the vibes of the marching band? I was within extremely close proximity to the marching band, meaning that I was in orchestra and the band and the orchestra shared a room. And I was also friends with a lot of people in the band and the marching band. And my cousin was a drummer in the marching band. I dated a drummer in the marching band in high school. Like, yeah, I was within close proximity, so I got to witness all the fun fiascos of marching band culture and drumline culture, which is slowly dying, you guys. Like, they don't do drum battles that much anymore. At least not in my neighborhood. They don't like they don't battle after the game. Everyone just gets on the bus and goes home. And it's like that was like the highlight of the night for real when the drum lines would like battle each other at the very end and everyone was pulling out all the stops, doing all these crazy tricks and stuff. Like, that was the fun of it all. And it's dying out. But maybe books like Blue Lights can bring it back because you open up with drum battle fiascos that happen of things that used to happen, at least in our actual drum lines. But I knew from the start that Major especially would carry this energy that would just align well with a drummer, specifically, well, with someone in a marching band, specifically a drummer. I knew that he was going to be someone who loved living in a moment, who enjoyed positive attention, and just liked making people feel good. Dante, too, in the aspect of how he does like making other people feel good, but there's this aspect of control that Dante like longs for. He doesn't have a lot of self-control, especially when it comes to Major, but he has this thing with music where he knows how to set the mood, set the vibe, and control the environment around him via music. He's in love with music. He always has been. And I knew that this was going to be something that connected them from the very beginning. I'll admit, when I wrote Blue Lights, I did not have Major's biological father in mind at all. Had no idea who this man was, what his backstory was. I just knew that his biological father was not the man that was in this book, and that was his stepfather. When writing the second book, his biological father came into frame, and then it started making more sense as to the drumming background. But these pieces were not connected at first and then got connected later on as I continued through the series. I am like wholly convinced that anyone who says they know every single detail about everything that they are putting out when they're writing a series is lying to you. Some of this stuff we are making up as we go along. And that's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's fine. And if you are a writer, which likely you are a writer if you're watching me, hi. Go right after this. You don't have to have everything figured out in order for you to start writing. Just write. We have imaginations for a reason. You can make some of this up as you go along. And that's what editing is for. If something doesn't quite fit right, go back, change it. It's fine. You can do it. There are no rules here. Just write. All right, that was your writing motivation for today. But yes, so when I was writing the second book and the biological father of Major started to come into frame, it was revealed how Major's biological father is someone who actually adores marching bands, specifically drums and drumline, to the point where he's literally named his children after drumline aspects. Hence, Major. Was this the original intent of Major's name? No. Not at all. One, I just kind of like saying Major. It's cool. Two, see, no one ever gets this when I try to explain it, so I'm trying to figure out how to explain it in a way that people will be like, oh, that makes sense, because it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense to me, and it is. So that's all that matters. Anyways, if you study astrology, then you will know that when a star is about to die, it creates when a star is dying, it creates a supernova. Supernova is a catastrophic explosion that happens within a star that kind of just designates and spreads and engulfs everything around it and destroys. And from the things that it destroys, other things can form. But when a star dies, it's brutal. It takes something that was beautiful and turns it into destruction. And that was something that I knew was going to be like attached to Major. And the next star that is set to like supernova, that's set to die, is called Major. So that is why I named him Major, because there's a whole star motif with him throughout the books. And in Blue Lights, you see what happens when a part of that star dies. Yeah, so like those who like get it. But again, the it's the mainly the performative aspect that made me choose marching band as like their thing when it comes to school. And I'm so happy that I did choose that within the first book because it allowed for their world to expand in such a fun way. Because in the second book, you see, and this is all information that you can get on the back of the book, including about Major's biological father. But in the second book, you get to see the boys go from this like extremely intimate first book that really just focuses around these two and spread into this college campus that has all these high school seniors on it who are all competing in a competition to try and win scholarships for this particular college and a spot on their marching band. So this is their first time being like within close proximity and actually having to get along with other people once they meet the team that they are going to be a part of, and just them having to deal with other people. They've stayed in the same like elementary school, middle school, high school, like the same kind of people was always around them. So once they like kind of got secluded into their own little bubble, you couldn't really call it a circle. It was just the two of them. They never really got out of that. So in the second book, it was a large lesson on learning to let other people in because they don't have to be each other's everything. And it was a hard lesson to learn, but they got that much of it in the second book. First book, they are each other's everything. Dante may be too much of a ride or die. But yeah, they're performers with or without an instrument. And they know how to turn it on, and they know when it's safe enough to turn it off. And that was the aspect that I wanted them to have, and that is why I chose marching band. And I am going to end this here because I still gotta like, get this uploaded and stuff like that. So let's do that so I can go to sleep because it's past my bedtime. But I had a good day today. So, yeah.